Hi friends, Pastor Doug here. A day later than planned with a Teaching Tuesday, but on a Wednesday. Today we're looking at the Gospel of Matthew. You'll remember that Matthew, Mark, and Luke are part of the Synoptic Gospels, meaning that they tell the same story with minor variations. Matthew begins with the genealogy of Jesus, then tells of the Magi coming to Bethlehem. Please note it never says there are simply 3 Magi, though we use the gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh to account for the 3 Magi, or wise men. It then tells of the family's flight to Egypt and later, when King Herod dies, of their return to Nazareth. Reading Matthew's Gospel alone, it appears the Magi arrived sometime, perhaps as much as 2 years after the birth of Jesus. Our nativity scenes are a combination of Matthew and Luke's accounts. Matthew is also known for containing the Sermon on the Mount and the Beatitudes. You can read the entirety of Matthew 5, but allow me to remind us of 2. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted, and blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. While all of the Gospels are critical of the religious leaders, Matthew seems especially sharp in his criticism of the scribes and Pharisees. One main reason for this is that Matthew was written for a Jewish audience with the purpose of demonstrating Jesus truly was the Messiah. This is demonstrated by the fulfillment of prophetic scriptures and explaining the need for believers to be watchful for the delayed but coming kingdom of God. You will also remember that I said Mark was the first written gospel, and Matthew draws from Mark. One writer says that Matthew is a creative reinterpretation of Mark, stressing Jesus' teaching as much as his acts, and making subtle changes in order to stress his divine nature. For example, Mark's young man who appears at Jesus' tomb becomes a radiant angel in Matthew's Gospel. Matthew's tone, scope, and placement as the first Gospel make it one of the most widely read books of the New Testament. Its concluding statement that Jesus will be with us to the end of the age offers hope to all who read this gospel account of Jesus Christ.